I woke up this morning with my man. You said I'm free. I woke up this morning with my man, Lord.
This is a song called "Oh God, We Call," and you'll be welcome to sing with us.
All right, 2 times. Love. Oh, you're getting it. No, 3 times. Come on. Hey. I feel all right. 3 times.
Opening prayer as well. Last Monday, a Rabbi, Joel Simmons, put on Facebook these thoughts. He said, "Today marks the 7th day of grieving and sitting Shiva for the loss for our country and the woman who inspired us. As Judaism teaches us, after 7 days of Shiva, we stand up. We emerge from the dark. We do not have to accept, we do not have to move on, but we stand up. So today, we emerge from the darkness. We are taught that the righteous do not complain of the darkness, but rather create light. Today, we begin to create light, and we do so as the resistance. And we fight and fight and fight for good, for love, and for justice. Amen. Let me just acknowledge how blessed we are to live in this city, which is known as a sanctuary city. That means that this is a place that is safe for everyone. And I want to thank all the members of our clergy who unite for justice and for fairness. And I want to thank our superintendent of District 202, Dr. Eric Witherspoon. He sent out the most amazing email to all the students and families saying that our children who go to school here are loved, are welcomed, are safe, and always will be. And so on this day, I feel so happy and so blessed to be part of this great community. We will fight back. Are we the resistance? Yeah. And we have to resist. Thank you. Here you go.
I woke up this morning with my man.
We have in our community the faith resources to help sustain us in a time of having to go out and to work extra hard to bring justice and peace. We also need to take care of our souls, and so we have those resources in our community as well. And bridge building, we need to know each other, we need to reach out to each other, we need to be more united than ever. Yeah. And so I first would like to invite here to the microphone from our religious community, Leanna Wallace and Lauren Davis. Both of them are from the Second Baptist Church. Leanna Wallace is a 16-year-old spoken word artist, and she's a sophomore at ETHS. She is part of this year's Louder Than a Bomb poetry competition, an outstanding straight-A student, and a strong member of Students Organized Against Racism, otherwise known as SOAR. She and Lauren Davis have a prayer that they're going to offer for us from Second Baptist Church.
Okay. Unity stares at the face of oppression with hopeful eyes. I saw it in his eyes, my father's. As blue states became red, as fear won, as president became hidden hijabs, became homosexual hands terrified to be held in public eye, became the lips of immigrant parents kissing citizen son and daughter goodbye, became America's 45th president-elect, Donald Trump. Unity stares at the face of oppression with hopeful eyes. Because big bigoted mobs become afraid as intersectional hands become intertwined. Poor, gay, immigrant, brown, and black transgender bodies become one. Under a House, Supreme Court, and Senate that is not in our favor, we become one. Our bodies together breaking down more walls than Mr. Trump could ever build up, because now more than ever, as white men harass black women at gas stations, as Confederate flags are raised to the sky and claim the will of God, as members of the KKK gather to govern a world that is on a clock that moves moves forward while they force us to walk back in time down the line where nooses are strapped around necks, now present-day guns, where brown and black people must walk with eyes down as they pass Jim Crow, who walks free to do as he pleased through the street, where slaves are the heart of an economic survival, now present-day prisons, where eyes wander tirelessly in search of danger that is sure to not protect them in a court of law. This is where unity stares at oppression with hopeful eyes, where God's kingdom sets the rising of the sun. Unity. Unity is the roots connecting earth to breeze to light, so as you tremble with fear for the future of your sons and daughters, as knees fall and hearts break and Trump wins. Now, more than ever, the solution, you asked, is laced between the complexities in all of us that connect each and every cell in our body to another person. The battle is not broken, it is unity. The unity that stares at oppression with hopeful eyes, relentless unity.
Work and/or worship in Evanston. We are inextricably bound to one another and the common ideals upon which our diverse faith traditions are founded. We understand that many in our midst have experienced those common ideals being placed at risk over the last 18 months and in the days following the 2016 elections. Regardless of their political affiliations or preferences, we stand in solidarity with those in our midst who are frightened, feel marginalized, or disrespected. We, who are representatives of faith communities in Evanston, are resolved to stand in mutual solidarity with those groups who may be exposed to undue suffering as we move into a new season in our nation. We will stand, lock arms, listen to, and speak with, struggle, and if need be, suffer to protect the rights of those in our community and nation. We have been inspired by the statements issued by Evanston leaders at the Evanston Township High School and the Evanston YWCA. Following their lead, we boldly proclaim, we are committed to making Evanston a safe and welcoming place for all people.
Yes.
We not only respect our differences in how we exercise our religious beliefs, but we embrace the diversity of religious beliefs and customs present in all who live, work, study, pray, worship, or serve in Evanston. And we embrace one another's race, ethnicity, family background, heritage, language, economic status and culture, sexual orientations and gender identities, and all abilities and special needs. We call on all of Evanston to treat one another with respect, to recognize the dignity in all fellow human beings, to speak and act from a foundation of love for neighbor, and to bring out the best in one another. We commit to act with courage, to stand up to hatred, bigotry, violence, and irrational fear, and to build bridges across and find common ground despite our country's deep divisions and the divisions in our own community. We commit to providing protection and safe spaces for those who are targeted because of their religion, race, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, ethnicity, immigration status, skin tone, language, culture, or health. We commit to living and working so that justice, peace, and love prevail for all people in Evanston and our country. And we call upon all of Evanston to join and to hold accountable our community to these solemn commitments.
Amen. I woke up this morning with my man.
Unite regardless of our levels, the different labels that we carry. Let us not divide by the political rhetorics, because we have seen throughout the history, we have seen catastrophe, the human destruction that we brought to the world. Let us do that no more.
I woke up this morning with my man.
Problem. So every single one of us needs to make a commitment that we are going to create those bridges. We are going to create those bonds. If they already exist, let's take it further. So if you don't know a Muslim, if you don't know someone from a marginalized community, get to know them. Make that personal effort. It has to be a personal effort at this point. That's what the numbers show us. Number two, I think we need to continue to build coalitions around issues that matter to us. So whatever those are, build those coalitions, be on the front lines. And then finally, we cannot normalize hate. We have to normalize love. We have to normalize love. And love comes from here. It comes from here.
There was an election and we all went home to watch the result and we said, this will never be. And we woke up the next day. We woke up. It's not too late. And as faith communities, we have come together here in intersectional unity. Intersectional unity. We come together not to become more like one another, but to appreciate and celebrate the differences that only love can bring together. Amen. And as people of many faiths in this community, we are here today in intersectional unity because we are of one mind going forward. We will no longer let this stand. We will no longer just let our jaws drop. We will no longer pull the covers up over our head imagining that the Wednesday after the election a new reality will be before us, because my friends, the election is over. Yes. And we are in this new day, and we as faith community members have an opportunity to stand up and stand together in our intersectional unity.
I woke up this morning with my man. You said I would feed on. I woke up this morning with my man, Lord. Said I would feed woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I'm walking and talking with my mind set on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind, Lord, set on freedom. I'm walking and talking.